entrance criteria.
He said, if you take it, you're protected 100%. That's what Biden said.
But now, 6 months, and now 3 months. It's very, very possible we could end up in a 3-month duration. Can you imagine having people's lives tethered to a vaccine administration every 3 months? That means travel. That means school. That means employment.
It's like I want to be able to go to the shopping center. I got to take my shot. I mean, it's ridiculous. So again, we know the big companies actuaried this. They battle planned this. I think the $64 trillion question is, what's coming next? How do they think they're going to get away with this takeover? Because we know it's tied to a global vaccine passport. It's tied to a carbon tax. It's tied to a social credit score. They now admit this, the Davos group. This is their takeover. And then it's going to destroy confidence in the government. It's going to destroy society. It's going to create the post-industrial world because so many people are going to be sick. Because short term, we've got massive numbers of sick and dead. Imagine what the long-term effects. We have any ideas, Dr. McCullough, on what's going to happen there?
You know, we have no idea. I mentioned, the spike protein cannot be healthy for the human body. Chronic neurologic, cardiac disease, we're talking neurodegenerative disease, such as various forms of dementia, cognitive decline, myocardial disease, heart failure. We know thromboembolic disease, all the people prone to blood clots. Can you imagine loading the body with progressive administrations of a thrombogenic protein and people taking on progressive risk of blood clots? No wonder the pilots don't want to get in the cockpit being in this chronically vaccinated state. They can't move. They are a fatal blood clot waiting to happen.
And then they order everybody to do it, knowing it's going to make a bunch of people sick. Then more good people quit, which brings down civilization. And no one ever points out that that's the real economic weapon. Not just killing people, not just making them sick where the family's got to take care of them or burying them, but then you fire all your key people and civilization collapses.
And we're not anti-vax. Let me tell you what, we give meningococcal vaccines to every kid who goes to college each year. Perfectly safe, perfectly effective, 0 deaths. I'm a doctor. I take hepatitis B, influenza. I've taken all my vaccines. We're not anti-vaccine. Safe and effective vaccines are welcome additions to medicine. This one is vastly different. It's nowhere close to being safe. And I tell you, it's minimally effective. We went over the data today.
Well, exactly. I mean, if I break my leg, I want Western medicine. And I know that vaccines are a real technology. The issue is, what can corrupt groups and organizations hijack and basically piggyback onto that? And now we're seeing a great example of this.
It's everywhere. It's not just Pfizer, Moderna, J&J. We're talking Sinovac in East Asia, in India. I was on the Indian news this week. I've had conference calls with Pakistan all over. People are their lives are being hijacked and put on the end of a hypodermic needle. They're basically their survival. And I have so many people saying, listen, I have to earn a living, take care of my family. I know this vaccine can't possibly help me. I know this vaccine can damage me, but I have to take it to survive.
And these governments are all doing the same thing. And I saw a video out of Russia where they're saying, hey, ours is a different shot. We're dying too. We're having blood clots and heart attacks. Same thing everywhere. We're going to go to break. Please remember, folks, it's your buying products at InfoWarsStore.com, despite all the attacks that keeps us on air. Plus, they're great products for yourself, your family, your body, your immune system. X2, the purest iodine, deep earth crystal atomic iodine, is 50% off. Back in stock, sold out for months. And Vitamin Mineral Fusion, all the vitamins, the minerals, the key amino acids, great for adults, children, everybody. It is 50% off at InfoWarsStore.com as well until it sells out, which is going to sell out very, very quickly. But because it's so important, we're going to just sell it until it sells out. InfoWarsStore.com or 888-253-3139. And Doc, before I even did that plug, when you first came on, you saw I had our iodine X2 sitting here. Coming up later, tell us a little bit about that. But you were saying people are doing amazing things with iodine.
Iodine kills this bug on the spot.
We'll talk about what people are doing nasally, but I mean, like even hydrogen peroxide, I hear diluted is doing good, right?
It's just like hand sanitizer. A whole variety of hand sanitizer kills the virus. We now know the virus is an infection in the nasal cavity. You've got to get something up in the nasal cavity to kill the virus. Taking pills doesn't cut that. We have to get it.
All right, stay right there. I want to understand this when we come back. Hour number 3, straight ahead.